But it's hard to be critical. It takes a lot of energy to hold that. Learning to release. Alright, so here's some analogy in the language of Western tropical astrology to express some things. Belief. What scorched earth brought you to the value of your beliefs? Because we settle into the lowest wounds of our experiences. That's where the roots are. So it is the bind of life that holds you there. To some it's a tether, to others it is an anchor. To some it's both. Just depends on the day. So it's an eternal lifeline, the river of life. The pull in the bow, it is the tension into form. Where do you release it? How? This is Sagittarius season. So I'm speaking on the value of beliefs, being a representative of the Taurus sun, with the true Gemini moon, which is essentially a Taurus moon archetype. Death and rebirth. It's a polarity in Scorpio. So to help me individually express this, there is language, there's mythology, archetype, and those definitions are simply placeholders for evaluation. The real value of any system is in realizing that life happens. And when you're in your own center, when you're in your flow, you happen. So So you don't need any language to tell you when you're doing right, when you're on the path. But getting to that point, you must become aware of it so that you can learn to release. That thing is, there we go. Alright, so scorched earth. What is the value of the belief? This is the roaming fire of Sagittarius, carrying you through the void of the darkness, the death of the winter. The fire you carry forward into Aries to be reborn through form in Taurus. The blooming of spring. The bounty. And it's the creative life that's the bounty. Force and form, the process. What are the processes as result or for result? There really is no distinction. But for analysis' sake. So, this energy in Sag can help you to understand the processes of your rituals, your relational dynamics. How are you transforming them? And is that a result of relations external to you or from your own sense of self? The awareness of cultivation as an option. When you're in the flow, that doesn't matter. It holds meaning when you're digesting experiences. Emotions are maturing through your time and field, your awareness. For some, the quest to bring your fire on the path of scorched earth is to do something external in the world. Be a creative expression of some kind of force, a pull. Some it's another quest, another expression, another journey. Whatever it is, you can understand the value of your beliefs. See them as the reflection, the work in the process of understanding through feeling. That is the calibration which defines the mind. And since our egos are mutable, we are happening, we will always change no matter what. But it is the false beliefs, those rituals in these preset virtues others have inflicted on us through experiences, and our growing awareness that those are footnotes, footsteps in your expression in life. There's a time to realize it, embrace it, and a time to release it and fall into something When you embrace these things and are open to face hubris through nemesis, which is the unknown, this world, when you step up into Libra, you are coming with your reality into existence. And the reflection is measured, but who judges? It's your own awareness. Because we reflect that which we believe. And if you don't believe in that metaphysically, just look at it in everyday life. People treat you how you value yourself, based on how you value of yourself. So when you're in a zone, you settle into a groove so that you can stand in something. But that shell is a crumbling awareness of your own hubris being worn down through the river of life, so that you can embrace nemesis as the gift of eternal ignorance, so that Prometheus may continue to be reborn and rise within you. At least that's how it seems to me at this moment in time. So, getting ready for Winter Solstice here. The death and the rebirth, the sun, the spirit you settle into now and bring forward into this new year. Into linear projection. It's good to have a destination when you settle into time. Linear projection is the way you live in life when you pay attention to time. It's how you become at one with this world. But we all settle into pre-established communal logics to outline and base our time off of. So you got to come into your own energy, step away from that exchange, be in resonance with the creative self, a sense of self where ignorance is virtue, becomes valuable for your learning. This is the only way to meet nemesis. This is an idea. I'm just a guy living life, having experiences, analyzing them, digesting them, releasing them. Label and then release. And you don't have to make that some kind of stoic principle. You can just do that naturally through finding what it is that nourishes and feeds your spirit. Do that. Be that. That's how it becomes result, becomes process. And who can judge if you're in that process? Not until the end. But I mean, what you are seeking may not be of material gain, spiritual gain, mental gain, physical. Who knows? Sometimes it's for someone else, something else. Either way, we're here. You can make the most of it, no matter what predefined obligations you have in this world. there is creative flow, and you can get into that in some way, and then you can expand it into your awareness so that it becomes more in alignment with your heart's purpose. It's unknown so that it can grow. But you gotta be able to release in the process of movement. That's Uranus and Taurus. Activating transformation in Sag. I didn't look at the chart. I don't know where the sun is, but it must be aspect in Jupiter. Maybe closing transformative quincunx. But if you're acting with intention in the world, then it's an opening quincunx from Taurus to Sagittarius. You see, we look at systems. Astrology is one. We look at the dynamics in relation to statics, but we should look at the statics in relation to dynamics, so that it's more easily understood backward and forward what kind of energy you're living in. So with Taurus, naturally it's working the process of its life through relation in Libra. That's the wisdom of Venus. And that is feeding into the spirit of belief in Sagittarius. So what if we go backwards here? We take that relation to our beliefs in Sagittarius and bring that forward into the unknown, a transformative working of relational dynamics. Forget process, just be. That's, to me, high expression Taoism. That is the way. To name it is to kill it. But it doesn't mean you can't admire the concept so that you can release knowledge and try and find the flow for yourself. Knowledge is not static. Can never end. So being in alignment with the self puts you in relation to the emotions, the feelings, whatever label you want to call it. It brings you deep down into that root, your ancestral, the river of life which carries the light of spirit. So why not tap into that, figure out what it is for you as a gift of life. That's what I'm trying to find to be my value, I suppose. A lot of ways to do it. Now I'm finding reasons for those ways. And that's bringing spirit into process, bringing me into form. I like it. And as I get into this form, I'm recalibrating, I'm testing old ways, new ways, bringing this hermit mode energy from all this Virgo influence, bringing that with Venus through Libra. And we all are in our ways. Just look at your chart to see what houses that might be influencing you. That'll color through the 12ing or whatever system you resonate with. How these energies can be perceived for your awareness. So you can release the wonder into new expressions. And you can be the creative flow in those expressions by doing something. At least that's what I'm feeling. So I feel in these times I'll be speaking on this Uranian stuff, being that I'm a Uranus ascendant. So I'm going to be bringing these Promethean perspectives precognitive instincts. Alright, so get into your spirit now. We're settling into the winter solstice. You gotta settle the 12th house. Think of Taurus as the first, Aries as the 12th. What we give birth to through this Capricorn, Sagittarius to Capricorn time. What the hell is... No. So I'm just looking at the connection between Sag and Capricorn here. So third to first deacon stuff. Maybe second, I don't know. In any case, bring the spirit to form now, then when the sun rises to its creative explosion, impulsive creative energy at the 0 point of Aries, when Omega and Alpha are expressed, then what spirit you've been settling becomes who you are. So to ritualize that in life through an act of devotion to your own creative will, engaging with this world in a way, you can bring meaning to life through the ritualization of it. At least that's how I feel. I've seen my fortune in a way. And it basically boils down to the only static is that everything's dynamic. It's just what click are you at? Why, how? Releasing that to understand the beauty in the art. You have to hold on enough to know the value to release. But in order to let go, to make the mistakes wise, you got to face it in the world, in others, in relation to things changing. So that is Uranus and Taurus. That's where we activate the winter solstice here. That's where the spirit of our Aries, the sun being reborn, that's where it finds its form through the process of life. So you be the process now, the architect, and that transformative quincunx from Taurus into Sagittarius, being given expression through the trine of Capricorn into Taurus. So the spirit of Sag into the form as a function for higher ground, Capricorn. You got to know the depths, the gravity to understand the rise, the inclination, to feel that. So these are what I'm feeling energetically. Just make your life ritual, however that appeals to you. But intend. That's all it is. Find the supporting activities in life to help you channel that energy, that spirit to form, and then you bring that forward and you expand that into different things in life and you become whatever. So these realizations, so to speak, or this, I suppose, it's very trivial because life happens and it's always happening. So to really know the value of you as a happening is a gift. Alright, well, thanks for listening.
Ride